connect. No, it didn't. There's still one tripper. Get themselves into the site, but no backside control. Still, the plant is there. 5v5 now. On the retake. Denial there of knife.
Normally, these teams on the retake are going to battle for the window position. Look how many FURIA players are ready to collect Crashies.
And here it is, Crashies. The trip's broken. Gets the one, but instantly returned. It's Conan there, still holding his ground as well. Now Demon One activating the dash. He knows there's a player window. Time is running short. They're taking a long bloody time with this one. You got to get a move on, seriously. Kills need to be found. Molly at the feet. Liazzi still, he's vulnerable himself. Taken out, just a single shot will do it, but still it's time. The biggest issue. And it just took far too long with it. FURIA. The round just unraveled there for NRG, but they're going to be winning that pistol round and happy for it.
It's the kind of pistol round, though, where both teams just miss each other completely in terms of what the game plan was. There was nobody anchoring the B site because NRG were banking on that being a bit of mid-control for FURIA. That was not the case. So for NRG, yeah, that B retake did look torturously slow. But let's wait until we see a couple of the rifle rounds to see exactly how that kind of stuff goes and whether there's a pattern developing. On the other side of things, though, FURIA buying up 3 Bulldogs, rifle, Yahtzee even buying to make sure that MW has enough money for an attack side operator coming up as well. You can see that MW with the rifle still has 2,200. Demon One is trying to get aggro here. Even with only full classics, they're just trying to group up and see if they can catch somebody that was containing over towards A.
Yeah, make a play. Maybe if there was one player holding it, but no, everybody's grouped up towards B. Unsteady. Shock just in case it's a trip into the corner. Order util send flying as well, making sure to just clear through onto the side, but Victor's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, look at the utility that FURIA are using. This is going to be probably a quite standard B execute. You've got flash recon, updraft to get over the initial trip that Victor might be laying down, and then there's a KO molly towards the back of sight as well. But these are all the kind of things that had NRG actually had a couple of players there, they would start to learn about.
Ooh, okay! Look at nice of it against the eco.
And Crashies and Liazzi just...
Okay.
Looking the other way. Clean beginning for FURIA with a couple of B hits.
Order guns surviving.
Here's something I noticed about FURIA in the off-season. They've just got a new coach in, right? Who unfortunately can't be here with them today, but I'm sure is still in communication with them, obviously. But they have started off their Breeze games by hammering one side of the map at the start of the game, and then they open up and start doing different things. So really trying to hardcore do something to condition their opponent at the start of Breeze. It looks to me like they're going for heavy execs at the start of this to try and pull NRG towards the sites.
Here.
Maybe later on they'll start to exploit mid.
Flash to set it up with the recon as well. Demon One, he's tucked to the corner now. Players in his face, lots of chances, lots of opportunities.
What a flash.
And it is beautiful! 3-4. Clear court in halls.
One enemy remaining.
And the idea in this round, the distraction that's supposed to allow for Khalil or Yahtzee to do anything. NRG did not need any more help on site than a couple of flashes from Ethan and Demon One collecting names.
And Crashies was bigging up Ethan on the KO. A lot of his setups, a lot of his flashes. I mean, Ethan, he's a cerebral player.
Take a look at that flash. That is perfect.
Oh, catches all of them.
Yeah, everybody. And then it's only that one duel towards the end, which Demon One manages to collect. But that also frees up the rest of NRG to start looking towards halls. They don't have to run and help Demon One.
Yeah.
So, first round on the board for this America's Super Team. And Demon One looks like he wants to try and contest with a flash into mid.
Did dart. Breaking it.
Did that catch onto Liazzi?
It did, yeah. Nobody broke it.
So now you see FURIA, after going for hard execs 3 rounds in a row, now they're starting to explore mid, but here is Demon.
Versus drone. Just spotting it out. Liazzi off to the side, was hoping to try and get a lurk time with the orb up. Still can do. Really threatening this. That slow beginning into mid. Demon One might just be the playmaker once more. It's an off angle. Slightly ajar. They're not expecting it. There's the return. MW.
Good trade.
Kill. Yeah, great trade. And he's still alive into the action. Into the site now. 55 seconds. Plenty of time left into this round. Back at the site. NRG just slowing it down, making sure to contain. But Liazzi could really be a difference maker.
NRG are aware of it, but that doesn't mean they can deal with it.
Into mid as well. That's marked. Good kill. Still, here's Liazzi. Finds the one, finds a second. Door being closed in his face. That's Victor. 2v2. at the double doors now. MW still back towards the pyramid. Got his teammate watching his back. Just from main. Watching for the cross here.
One enemy remaining.
Taking the time with it, MW. Lovely shot. Marv now with so much more to do, but he just does not know where his last player is in the MW. Lovely 3-piece 3K. That's 3-1.
FURIA playing a slow round there, walking their way up through mid, and even as Havoc died on the entry through double doors, instant trade came out from MW, and that was it. Acceleration. They go forwards instantly as soon as they take out Demon 1 there. They realize that they've found themselves an opening. If you can go 1-for-1 against Demon 1, you're actually in a great position to be able to get into sites, play post plans. So that's knocked the economy a little bit of NRG. Marved back onto a Guardian, and this is a really important eco round.
Okay, just a knife. You're right, it is important just for the economics, big investment with all the guns.
And look, Liazzi not going to be on a lurk this time, sticking with the team, and once he gets the spike plant down, he has hit.
Waves of the util. Demon 1 didn't get caught by any of it, but now the drone's in his face as well. Needs some help from the rest of him. Wall goes down, had the dash active, loses the fight. MW really taking it to him. We talked about that jet head-to-head still. Ethan is alive and kicking the IGL. The flank timing! Crashes! That's gonna land it. That is really dodgy. Sharp as a cue ball with that one still. Ethan is alive there. With the pit down though, it makes things a little bit more difficult, but is steadily really just getting out of their hands here. If you are FURIA with the pit now falling, it's all down to just the one. It's Conan, he can't do anything about it.
Major round from Ethan, not with the utility, but in fact with his rifling. Ethan's throwing out all of his util right at the beginning of these rounds. He's not saving much of it for the retake. He's trying to put pressure on people as they get into the site. But in the last couple of rounds, hasn't quite been able to time up with Demon 1. You see the flash there that pops, but it's after the attacker's Viper Wall has already gone down, so just mistiming it slightly. But nevertheless, landing so many great shots to be able to win the round outright. And that's the danger with NRG. They're all very talented players at being able to work the map with their utility, but they've also got insane rifling skill. And they've flipped the economy back completely the other direction.
W with the Blade Storm unavailable. Still some slight danger into the round. But okay, Demon 1's got the exact same idea as well. Here we go, sending the util up in their faces as the flashes have to disengage. Back and away still here with the updraft. That is nice. Micro adjustments just to find the kill. Havoc falling. All the advantages now laid out for NRG. Are they going to be able to reclaim these guns? It's contact plays. They're going to be waiting, walking right into each other.
Spike
Pure
down,
collection. All down to Liazzi.
And Demon 1 is hunting for a 20 HP. Gets taken out with a classic, but Victor is going to collect. What an interesting difference to the round there from NRG. They've had Demon 1 playing aggressive at various times, not always hunting for that aggression in mid, but this time pushing out with the Cypher. And you won't really see that when the sides flip, I don't think. Khalil's much more of a heavy anchor rather than trying to push out to support his jet.
My eye.
But Victor was really happy there to get aggressive deep down into cannon on an anti-eco.
They didn't try against it, did they?
Oh, here comes the Demon 1 operator though. And he's going to try and get set up by the look of it towards A main.
No one there though, no targets. Maybe towards double doors if they end up shifting, but it's mid that's being played by FURIA.
What an orb liner.
Here we go. Just taking mid control. Gonna force Marv to now use the Viper's Pit. Block off that one choke point. We'll be worried about this. And look at that reposition as well. That was Liazzi picking up the orb again. Repositions it into tunnel so they can get even deeper into mid.
Yeah, both teams really interesting usage of the Viper orb. Marv threw his all the way into A main. Yeah, from tunnel. So that's now there to try to support Demon 1 as he picks towards double doors.
I mean, this is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, Crashies has got extraordinarily deep, but they're waiting for some kind of information for Crashies to go even further. And FURIA are playing quietly right now, not giving too much of the game away.
A lot of players contained in spawn because of that orb. They're worried about the lurk. Up into nest. There's the drone. Molly down, but there's nobody going to be following up through it. Instead, everybody right through the tunnel now. Victor is going to be the man to do the most here alongside Ethan. Ducking and dodging in between each other, trying to play between both of them. The flash was good. The connection damage done to Liazzi, but still he collects that kill, at least, into the spawn now. It's lovely with the movement. Unlucky to not get that one kill, but still Crashes is there. Finally, the lurk paying off, and they all just crumble.
Marv finally took the time in to come out of his pit. Really great discipline, actually, from both teams there. Crashies with a phenomenal flank timing. Marv making sure that he stayed alive the entire time in the pit. And on the other side, you got to praise Furia for trying to make the best of that situation. Doing a little jiggle, seeing if they could put pressure onto Ethan. But look at the angle. They just got their back of their heads towards where Marv is pointing his rifle. At the moment, NRG look fearless in terms of the way that they're pushing out around the map. You know, Victor is quite happy to push out from B and not just hard anchor it. Crashies is walking down halls in the very next round. They're not worried about MW with some kind of attack side operator holding a line that they might walk into.
The comms seem clean. They're not really losing track of any players as well when it really gets messy. I mean, that was a messy round. Players are all over the place, but we're using this timeout now to change the tactic ever so slightly. You said, you know, they had that early conditioning with the heavy executes for Furia into the sites. They have slowed it down since then, going for mid-control, a bit more heavy towards there.
Yeah, but the thing is, conditioning only really works if it was super successful, because then your opponents have to make a reaction off the back of it. And maybe Furia should start thinking about going back to some of those big execs. They haven't tried an exec on B when rifles have been up. That updraft dash exec with the recon and the flash, it looks like, based on the minimap, they might be trying something over towards A again. But this is the eco round. You know, Furia probably taking the time out here not to quite discuss what's going to happen in this one, but instead in round 9.
I'll find their cipher.
Be aiming to look for a couple of kills here, but they're going to be walking right into Demon 1. The anchoring player dodging the flash. Smoke in his face. Dash is still there. Spots the one. Will he go for the repeat as well? There it is. Havoc deleted. Flashes in his face. I mean, this is just oppressive in terms of the util that's being sent flying, but they do have this one player deep onto the site, NW. What can he really do though with the Stinger? Gonna get up into somebody's face. Demon 1 with the classic. You're gonna be kidding me.
Spike down
Brutal.
A.
Poor Khalil, last one left. Not a chance.
If you listen to any of the interviews, in the run-up to this season, the NRG players were talking about the fact that their job often is to set up Demon 1. The amount of initiator utility that is being thrown at Furia to make sure that they can't attack Demon 1 is absurd. There are flashes coming in, recons coming in, darts coming in. It's just everything is being used to make sure that Demon 1 has the best duels possible. And now MW has gone for the glass cannon attack side op.
Okay.
So this is going to be a slower approach again, but he is vulnerable.
Open for the first kill. A bit of a patient play just at the beginning, just in case there was that mid-aggression. Pretty far back. Ethan is jiggling. All across their placement be good. There was a chance for MW, but a missed one.
They've heard the drone come down halls. It's possible that MW could try to get set up over there, and that's where he's going.
Yeah, jump spot. Here we go, chance number 2. He doesn't know which angle to watch for here. Oh, adjustments. No damage though.
And this is the part in the round where Khalil actually needs to start making something happen. If MW can't find a pick, it's got to happen on the other side of the map. And you see Conan calling for Havoc to come back over towards B. It's going to be difficult for MW to get in. He doesn't have an updraft to be able to get over these trips.
Maybe the idea is to try and use this KO ult, but guess what? Victor is nowhere near. This setup's going to be alive. If they do use this ult here yet, so they're going to be splitting into B, but it's not going to be connecting onto him, so trips are still there.
No hard anchor, though, to play off the trips.
But Marved, bit of a cheeky one. Crashies as well. They are collecting this one. The crossfire setup, they just don't have the angles. Watch for and Furia trying to get into this site. There's 25 seconds left. Khalil has a spike. He's out in the open. He's got to reposition now. Get close to the pillar. Finally, the plant's starting to go down.
Conan is watching for this.
Ooh, finds it. An important one.
But it's a 4v3 on the retake against, again, MW with no shields.
We're okay. Good one to begin. Down to now, 3v3. What about who can get these first picks as well? Demon 1's also holding the operator angle. It's a difficult retake, but still he just needs the one, and there it is. Maybe it opens it up once more. Khalil still close to the pillar. Weaving all over the place right now. So his teammates to try and watch his back. Ethan, he's cripped all the way behind, and he's won the round for his team.
That's an insane kill from Ethan onto Conan. And to be honest with you, if Conan had just played time there and played off his Sova ult and the shock darts that he had, that might have been a better decision than trying to support his teammate on site. Difficult to tell. Very difficult to tell what the best play would be in that moment. But that's now 5 rounds in a row for NRG. And look at the way they're defending B. What on earth is this? No hard anchor. Everybody on FURIA looking for the player that's going to be hidden somewhere on site. They're nowhere to be found. Victor's on the other side so he doesn't get hit by the KO wall. And they got a crossfire from Narnia and the wardrobe.
It really is. With top nest and just playing all the way in arches.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But these positions are working so well.
Yeah, they really are. Well, guess what? We're into the action. Missed about 5 seconds.
Yeah, Demon 1 already took a peek down A main.
A little bit of damage done to him. Shied away now. Crashy's been getting a lot of value with this drone deep down into halls, but maybe Leazi can catch a timing. Look at this. Pushed up now onto the left side. It's a jiggle. Marth is so aware of this. Always making sure that one avenue is not open towards them. And now double doors. That is going to be the sideline. Havoc just walks into it.
Down mid.
It's a freebie, really, for Demon 1. Close to the corner. That's Marth here with the dash. MW! That's a bulldog! How's he pulling that off still? He will fall.
I know exactly.
2v3. There needs to be a bit more being done, but it just cannot happen. Not with the weaponry.
So NRG pulled things up to 7. And FURIA's success came so early on in this map. They just haven't been able to get anything on the board as soon as rifles were online for NRG.
Yeah, it's been destructive, to be honest. I mean, the pistol round is the only reason this is looking remotely salvageable. Potentially like a 7-5. That was disgusting.
That was an ADS shot there.
Can't deny MW's skill.
But at the same time, Demon 1 had already picked off 2 of the players. He caught Havoc just walking through double doors and spun around, aware of the split push coming through A.
Good play again, reminiscent of a little bit earlier here because Victor's playing up with them, but this time into elbow. Nobody will meet them. It's A main. It's going to be played by FURIA.
And it's another one of those rounds where FURIA are close to some huge ultimates, specifically the Viper's Pit, 1 away. And of course the Hunter's Fury that they can use in the post plan. But NRG have been just contesting these plans going down so much. They're playing retake B a lot, but A, both initiators fighting constantly to stop FURIA getting any space.
Just lobbing the artillery. Flashes, darts.
Mortar strike.
Absolutely. I mean, they just can't take it.
So Conan is just going to insert himself into A main and allow the rest of FURIA to go and work around the map. They'll probably end A here as their IGL's still maintaining control in that area. But there's only 50 seconds left. Enough time to work A, but not too much time to explore towards B. And there are still 3, maybe even 4 people ready to hit
walking up
on the defense.
Trying to exec now, right for the double doors with this Hunter's Fury to set it up as well. Push these players out of position, but Marv, they didn't account for him. He's in through the back. There's the trade though. Brought him down, but still NRG, this firing squad is firing on all cylinders. Can't stop him, man.
And if you had any doubts about NRG's calling, so far this defense has been played immaculately. They haven't really had to do too much pivoting on the fly, calling improv kind of stuff, maybe in one of the rounds. But they are getting way too much value here from just leaving B open and putting a camera there. Yeah. I mean, Victor is basically just leaving B with a cap, and they're allowed to stack 4 players A to stop this hit from coming through. FURIA are running into people on every single angle, battering their heads against a brick wall.
Put everything into this final round of the half. We'll see.
Now that's interesting. That knife is normally to tag people up in A main, so they may not think that MW is walking the halls here.
Drone being used as well to clear out mid. Normally Crashies is exclusively using that for halls, but see if there's an opening. Still the trip covering it, so it'd be hard for MW to get anything done from that position. Ooh, this time much more aware.
And off the back of that, knowing that the operator isn't there, MW takes a couple of steps forwards. At some point here, you know, he's going to be aware that Crashies is normally playing in this area. Look how they're trying to apply pressure to Crashies' position from both angles. Very hard for a Sova to cover both spots here.
A lot of noise being made up into Nest.
And pings on the minimap.
Yeah, I mean, NRG. Gotta be aware of this one here. They are potentially being squeezed with 37 seconds left.
They got the knife on Victor, so they've got past his trip.
Oh, an MW! Here it is! The time to strike is now! Well, the iron is hot. This man, he's making all sorts of weaponry, isn't he? Dash forwards, he's feeling like really just getting involved into the thick of things. Demon 1 will not be outdone, but perhaps no! MW shuts him down! This jet head-to-head, manifesting for the last round of the half. Here's the pit, finally down in play. It's all down These two players are double doors. Marth and Victor got to try and play together here. Find these kills. All up to Marth. He will fall. That is an 8-4 half. Finishing with a flourish, really, wasn't it, from FURIA?
Switching
An awesome round from FURIA, but one of the only rifle rounds that they were able to get on board. That KO knife from Havoc was immaculate. Found Victor, disabled the trip, allowed MW with knives to sneak through halls. A perfect round, but that's what it takes to even get 4 off NRG at the start of the season. Yep. That should worry you. Speaks about the caliber, I think, as well, of these players, you know. They have talent, boundless amounts of talent. But FURIA are capable of throwing curveballs their way. It's just the amount and the consistency. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's throw it down to Smix as well with a special guest. We've got Tarek as well, sitting in the hot seat, our favorite co-streamer, carrying the viewership.
Thank you very much. Sitting here with Tarek. Tarek, it's always amazing to have you here at the Riot Games Arena. So many fans in the audience for you.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute since we saw you here. How have you been? How's everything been going?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. I think someone was saying 174 days since the last match. So yeah, it's been a long off season. I think everyone's been waiting for this game to finally happen, and it's starting off pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie, both teams look pretty good.
Yeah. NRG definitely, after losing Pistol, they just came back, and the half looked resoundingly like theirs. I'm curious for you, as someone who's had such a long career yourself, when you get to see players cracked out, you know, when you see Demon One hitting these shots, do you ever think to yourself, man, that used to be me?
Yeah, no, I do have, like, you know, even I was doing a meet and greet today, and people always bring up Boston, obviously, but I haven't thought about it to the extent where, like, I want to get back on stage. I think I do my own form of competition with ranked, which I think is honestly harder than some of these pro matches. But no, it's really fun to watch, and I want to give kudos to these guys because I feel like everyone's like showing up surprisingly. Like, you can see the nerves a little bit too, because there has been a couple whiffs, but overall pretty entertaining. Yeah.
Can you believe it's been 6 years since that amazing day in Boston? I feel like in some ways so much time has passed, but in others it's 6 years.
Yeah, that is nuts. I think that I get reminded of it a lot, so I feel like I'm not gonna lie. No, but it's really cool though, and you know, it's with us, so we got that.
All right. I'm gonna force you to do 2 predictions.
Okay.
1, which is the team that's gonna win this match right here? And 2, which awards are you winning tomorrow at the Streamer Awards?
I got NRG winning here 2-0. I think this is lightweight. No offense to FURIA. They're looking actually surprisingly good to me. And for the Streamer Awards, I don't know what to expect. I know I got nominated for 2 awards.
Do you know which 2 you're nominated for?
I got nominated for, I think, Gamer and FPS, I believe. And you know, I don't think voting is open, but if you can vote for me, vote for me.
You heard it from the man himself. Please vote for Tarek for the Streamer Awards. For now, let's head back to the game with the casters.
I'll get on that, Tarek. I'll get on that. I'll try and find the links.
Little bro's just bragging during the end. It's crazy.
No, I mean, it's us bringing up Boston. That man gets reminded every day in the chat. I mean, it's us bringing it up. Here we go. Second half into Breeze. It's a really strong beginning for NRG with that 8-4 lead.
Yeah. It is going to be difficult for FURIA to battle back, but their win condition is MW not just having twice the number of kills as the second player on the scoreboard, but more like 5 times. That is the win condition on defense. He's going to be hunting fights. His team's bought him a sheriff in this round. Or rather, he's bought the sheriff in the round. So...
Oh, that is risky. He's spotted. Really interesting. Cam, well, gets the 1.
NRG were running a fake into B there. Demon One got into the site, and they were hoping to try to get an easy plant down on A. But MW was pushing out of A at the same time.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So both Jets were fighting the opposite side of the map, and NRG's fake attempt has been found. And that means that they're now in a 3v4, where they've got to go down to plan B.
Whatever that might be. There's some info. Good awareness from Havoc. Underhanded flash to see if he can get any damage. Okay, everybody's just getting out of there. Crashies. Didn't give up the space that he was holding on to, just over towards Albo. 50 seconds left. What direction do they want to go in? It seems like there's some uncertainty.
Yeah, but they're ending towards Havoc. Talented rookie player, but currently sat 0-11. Having a bit of a nightmare of the first game. It can be difficult. First time at the tier 1 level.
2 spotted now. That should force out rotations at least. There it is. So you can find the first one on the board. Get rid of that Kusek. 25 seconds left. Easy access. Walking straight past the Viper. All damage is being done. Look at this. It is just an absolute onslaught still. Surely you got to be receiving it. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh my! 2 players left now for FURIA, still up onto the staircase. He crashes. Short work of that one. The Sova diff here.
Spike planted.
Really any time to spare. Shot lands.
Toxins going up.
Yazzie ducking as well. Lucky to be alive here onto 20 health, but still maybe there's a chance with crashes low enough. And there it is through the wall. Turns it into a 1v1. But a single shot will do it really. Potentially onto either side. Walking up onto the right side. It's all about the gambles. Could have crossed it onto it. Ethan's there. Liazzi! 3 in the round. Another pistol round.
Massive clutch from Liazzi there. Picking up the rest of his team to deliver them the pistol. After the anchors over towards A had fumbled the bag a little bit. I definitely agree with Tarek. I think that there are some nerves in play here. I think for the FURIA side in particular, you see these players that don't have as much experience. I mean, particularly Havoc struggling a little bit, but Liazzi as well is not a player with huge experience at the top level, and that's a major clutch to come out with.
Yeah, really nice.
He's playing with a lot of respect for NRG, and I was worried that, you know, he wouldn't be able to take the fights that he wanted to, but he managed to find him. And you see what that means for FURIA. They still believe that they can get back into this game.
The pistol round does change pretty much everything. Almost guarantees the second round as long as you don't fumble. Walk in from NRG. All grouped up. Oh, this drone's going to see him. Surely. No. Duration wasn't enough.
Yeah, Conan droning from too far back. Crashes was droning from much further up so that he could check that corner. He's just cautious, worried about being dashed on probably.
Broken, but only the one person firing, so they don't know that they've got the entire squad here. Flash through, but still defensive positioning being played by Conan. Oh my goodness, still getting the damage really off there. MW still lucky. Backing away, round from the back. He's got it! He's got it! There we go.
Welcome to the big time!
Is that cyberbullying? I don't know, but...
No, that's it.
There's a second, okay.
The crowd getting behind one of our youngest players here as well.
I love that. People's champion right now, I think, honestly.
Look at the streak of rounds that NRG got on the other half, and yet there's only 2 rounds deciding these 2 teams.
It's the pistol rounds, right?
Yeah, if FURIA is able to actually get some value out of this bonus, this game could still be really close. And the defense side is where MW tends to feast.
Ready with the lineup. And flying now up towards mid, along with the knife as well. That's 2 layers of the util just to catch a player deep pushed up. It's MW suppressed as well. He can't get out of there. He can't actually dash to disengage. Demon 1 will bring down the counterpart.
Immaculate utility to neutralize MW. They even threw the cage at the start in case he was peeking out B main at the beginning. I mean, NRG have thought about how to neutralize an aggressive defense jet here on Breeze. And with MW not really having other players to play off there, you know, no initiator to back him up. Not like Khalil was pushing out like we saw from Victor in some of the previous defense rounds. He's isolated and plucked out. NRG slow things down. Liazzi's pushed up. This is a weird angle.
It's a really weird angle. I mean, this is the one thing working against NRG. They don't have any map control. They're going to have to clear this one. Will they do so? Yes. Crashes is there with a kill. Liazzi falling. 5 still alive. Now can start to just absolutely barrel their way onto the site. Or falling.
Small amount of fuel.
Down.
Yeah, not very much fuel there from Marv. These players a little out in the open, but nice nade there. And NRG are going to continue to apply this pressure. They only really require a few players on site to do this too.
Post plan looks really nice.
Yeah,
with mid lurk from Victor.
Demon 1 as well.
Yeah, into halls.
Up deep in halls.
Plenty of threats available here. FURIA are going to be finding it really difficult to try and play this retake. Time potentially against them. Ethan making noise with the jump spot. Timing unfortunate. Still gets it.
Utterly brutal.
Still gets it. Door opening as well. Distractions being made for them into the back of it. Damage though. Okay. Players falling low, but so is the time. Look at that. It's ticking and it's working against them.
There's no chance. Marv's in the cringe spot, man. Look at this.
Yeah. Okay. No chance in hell. Players going to be falling.
But was that damage? Yeah, I think it was. They took armor from everybody. They killed 2 players. That's a decent bonus round for FURIA there. They've still got money to be able to buy up into this. They would have loved to win that. They would have loved to. It would have started the comeback. It would have allowed MW to build up a bank where maybe he could have got a defense-sided operator online. But listen, they'll take what they can get at this point. 3 rounds now separate these teams. And MW's going to start to have to think a little more about how he gets aggressive on defense, this time with a lot of players over towards A main. Flash lineup from Havoc?
Yeah, potentially.
Just waiting out the knife.
Over the top, that's another flash. That's Ethan. Updraft movement, not enough to try and evade the sight line of Demon One. It's all up in his face. Victor not wasting any time, is he? Straight up towards double doors. Another flash. And recontest, though. The flash was not quite good enough, Ethan. Wasn't blinded. Victor, chance to feast for him as well. They are plucking and picking apart this A defense.
One enemy remaining.
It's surgical. It's looking like the 10th is on the board momentarily. Kona, no chance. Just got to save this one. No way, does he really want to try and take that fight? Yes, he does. Not losing confidence just yet against our championship player.
But Conan's got no chance, really, I don't think. He's going to sprint down Mark, but he's going to run bunny hop straight into Crash, who's welcome in arms. And that round 16, may well have turned the tide firmly in favor of NRG, because that's broken the economy of FURIA. That's shattered any chances of the bonus round having some level of benefit to their economy. It's going to allow NRG to creep very close to the top. And every rifle fight was favored with a piece of utility, or every rifle fight just looked so clean from NRG as well.
Timeout has to be taken. FURIA, they realize it. The back's against the wall for map number 1.
The thing is, FURIA, I think, had 2 big win conditions in this map. And maybe you could say the match overall as well. I think this first map of Breeze is where FURIA had the most chance. It's where we've seen them in the offseason destroy Cloud9, for example, with that level of defensive aggression and some nice attack side rounds. But I think the 2 win conditions for FURIA were, maybe even still are, MW's era having an unbelievable performance, and he has been shut down by NRG's extremely diligent play on their attack side. They are throwing extraordinary utility that's got pinpoint accuracy to push him into unfavorable situations, flash him, recon him, whatever it might be, and then kill him.
Yeah.
And set up Demon One for favorable fights then. And I think the other win condition potentially for FURIA in this match is that Conan is able to outcall NRG, who, you know, don't have that much experience with a very successful IGL on the team, etc., etc. And at the moment, NRG, everything is working for them. They look like a well-oiled machine, and this team's just barely getting started.
I mean, they've only just formed, very recently compared to a lot of other teams.
Yeah.
Scrimming with the core just over a month, I believe. So, and they're looking this good.
If you wanted the cracks to show for NRG, you would have to push them away from Plan A. And unfortunately, Plan A is just working so well right now that FURIA are barely getting openings in some of these rounds.
This is a slow start, isn't it? Hoping for that mid-aggression as well, because Demon One, he's just got his crosshair set on the top of that wall in case MW does decide to take a bit of a peek. Seconds getting whistled away. Oh, hello. Close to the wall, close to the corner, just needs to get himself out of there. Havoc getting cheeky with it. You need a miracle if you're FURIA.
Whoa.
My ult's ready.
The miraculous players on the other team. And Demon One's mechanics have not suffered for the long off-season with his, 5-month break from the game.
He did say 4 to 5 months he was just watching movies and traveling.
What?
That's what he said. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Yes.
He didn't touch the game.
The most well-known training regime for top Valorant players.
Yep. This man is unfazed. Yeah, I mean, he might be taking the Iceman title away from Marv, to be honest.
30 seconds left.
I think he's too fiery to be the Iceman. That's the thing now.
Havoc cleared out, 1 bullet left. Can he do anything with it? The answer is no. Marv. It's the extra piece that was needed. Taking a lot of space now up towards stairs. 3 players left now for FURIA, but the plant's down. A slow and steady approach from NRG. They leave no gaps in their play.
And I'm going to be honest, Brent. At this point, now that NRG are looking like they're getting up to 11-6, the questions going through my head are more, are they going to show what their genuine plans are with these ultimates? Or are they going to try to conserve strategies that they're working for later games? Which is a brutal spot to be in. FURIA need to continue pressuring them.
You know what these final 2 players are hungry for, the kills, the flash and the dart, everything to set it up once more. Initiators really helping it out. 1 last bullet. Not enough for it, but yeah, NRG running away with this map. And it really has been down to that initiator diff. I mean, we're talking about it Ethan and Crashies, those waves of util, MW can't get away with as much as he's potentially hoping for.
Yeah, I really agree with that. I think that Crashies and Ethan have been absurd in the way that they've set up Demon 1. But also on the defense side, this is Victor's first ever game as Cypher, right? We think about this guy being super flexible, but normally he's been playing in the Killjoy meta, and they were getting crazy value out of just putting the cam and a little bit of a setup over towards B and stacking A. Whereas FURIA are playing much more spread around the map. They're forced to, because they don't exactly know where NRG are ending.
Gamble by FURIA, 3 players anchoring over towards B, expecting NRG to be trying to go and hit into that side. Ethan has the KO ult.
And that's why they're holding
Exactly.
Khalil on the opposite side. A classic anti-KO ult setup here. But NRG, looking like they've read it a little bit, to be honest. They're setting up for some kind of A split. It's going to be a slower round, because Demon 1's looking for a pick with the operator. But there is so much that you can do on Jet with this map. Now that Halls has been re-added in.
Yeah.
You know, opening the switch, dashing out onto yellow. On the defense side, going for some pushes down there with a recon dart potentially. It's a Jet's paradise, this map.
And look at the amount of respect that's being shown. I mean, FURIA, not eager to try and peek, take a look down Halls either. Slide off angle. Now the dart comes through. 45 seconds left.
They've just walked Ethan onto site, kind of alone.
He hears them though. There we go. Offloading the ult. See if he can survive as well.
This is
revealed for but a moment. Here we go. Hunter's Fury into the back. Ethan couldn't quite stand his ground, but it's Liazzi who will stand and deliver. Hunter's Fury eventually a kill to be claimed. It's Crashes onto Havoc. Door opened up. Demon 1 has the knives available if he really wants to just let them rip. Still the dash active on top of things. Still. Won't get anything done with it though. It's a weird round. Maybe they can make the most of all of this here with time running so damn short. Victor, man of the hour.
You can't let them win this round,
It's
FURIA.
absolutely insane.
Planted.
Gotta be kidding me. MW to the 1v1. Dart doesn't scan him. He's brought it to this one moment defining. It could be everything the backbreaking round that he's looking to avoid by winning this one out, but the timing's here, caught it to the side! Crashes! Denied the chance, that's all MW.
FURIA have done such a great job of setting themselves up for success there. It's the first round where I'm confused at what the game plan was for NRG. Ethan was so far out on site alone, just trying to take advantage of the fact that they felt nobody was really playing A, and the read was somewhat accurate, but it wasn't synced up with what Demon 1 was going for. And look at Liazzi here. He was able to play off the back of the Hunter's Fury, get in deep, and MW closes it out with that classic, awesome op accuracy. They need more of that. And after the first round, in my opinion, where NRG's game plan looked a little off, instant timeout.
Instantly.
I mean, Jet hits the big red button immediately.
Not wasting any time. We can hear somebody in the crowd saying, good timeout. Respect that. Get the coach whistle out. But yeah, they can feel it. You know, listen, it was the first round where things did get shaky with the game plan. The players have talked about Ethan adjusting into the IGL position, and, you know, Crash is saying we understand we have to support him as well. It's a new role for him despite all the experience he's got. He's played with world-class, you know, championship caliber IGLs.
Yeah.
Multiple across the board, so...
Across multiple esports.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
His time in CS too. But there is still a chance for FURIA in this game. The issue is, it looks close because FURIA have won both of the pistols, right? And now they're starting to win a couple of rifle rounds like here or there, round 12, round 18, both really good rounds for FURIA, but their economy is still shot. And there's an Outlaw on the other side too, Demon 1 picking it up.
Okay.
What was the bet that they had on the analyst desk? I think
It was Demon 1 picking it up. I mean, there's a lot of
twice.
half armor targets.
yeah, 3 light armor targets on the other side. MW, right? The Jet head-to-head, 1 body shot from either player.
Be waiting for him though. There's a flash with the knife to set this one up. Khalil! Oh my, looking like week 1 2013.
2013? 2023?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
What, you going back a decade?
I'm going back a decade apparently. Good call out.
I don't think I knew Khalil back then.
Don't think Valorant was out back then.
All right, so NRG under a little bit of pressure because Demon 1's been popping off this game so far. They haven't really had to play an attack side round with him down. Marv has the spike. He's 1 away from Pit. But it's going to be difficult to get any kind of purchase on the A side.
Yeah, single shot. Nade forced out. Havoc just using the util to try and delay here, but down to a minute left. Sidestep, Marv. He's eloquent with it.
More awkward timings from Havoc.
Khalil is lit up. Players now starting to swarm onto the site still. They do have the benefit of having this pit towards main. They don't have to worry about that position. Khalil, though, he is being swarmed, surrounded, pincered. Players finally arriving. Still Liazzi alive. Sidestep once more, playing into this pit. They got nothing to clear him out here, and they want to be trying to commit to A. This is an absolute disaster for NRG.
30 seconds left.
Leave it up to Victor. He can't find any easy fight, and it's shut down in a moment's notice.
I came into this game thinking that the difference maker might be Havoc, because I think his performance during the off-season and during his time in Tier 2 looked really promising. But actually, the big player that's stepping up is Liazzi. He's 14 and 14 right now, but the frags that he's getting are so high impact. I mean, he's got to survive here and find his isolated ones, and he just peeks out of the pit, manages to get onto Crashies, times his peak onto Ethan perfectly as Ethan was reloading the Classic after he'd spent all of his bullets spamming the pit too. Another big round from FURIA to pull this back to within 3. They are not down and out.
Still winnable.
Poison off. Poison orb emitting.
So much of this game on the attack side has come down to A splits, halls play, that kind of thing. We haven't really seen many big B execs. Nobody wants to go into that Viper wall and trip setup.
Deep drone, not really seeing too much.
And a nice cam from Victor that does see a lot.
Yeah.
It lets him know whether people are jiggle peeking, whether there's an opera on the angle. It's going to allow him to get up deep. And of course, he's always got 2 cages to be able to open that door and create pressure from switch as the rest of his team gets close.
Will this flash connect onto the backside player? That's Liazzi. Off around the corner. Dark flash, everything being combined, even with the knife. Liazzi still holding his ground, still shot missed. No players running his way up there. That's Victor still, and he has taken out a kill. Still Liazzi! Player to watch for, really. He's the one making these rounds more than winnable. Out to the side, though. Does not expect Crashies at that particular position. MW narrowly avoiding it as well. Bullet sailing, whistling right over to his head. He's looking for the fight. Now with the ult offloaded, gives him an idea of the positioning. Pit offloaded. 16 seconds left.
It's an awesome pit. It blocks the sightline and allows him to cross. It's not really to play the post plant. It's just like a smoke.
10 seconds
Trying to get himself there. There it is. Time available for the plant. Playing forward into the pit could come down to almost anything. Battle of the timings. Okay.
Crashy's reposition has got to be fairly unexpected here as well. The last time they saw him, he was over by the Crab Pyramid.
They expect it. It's been watched for. It's not going to be a swing from Marv either.
What a read.
Crashies is taking a little bit back. MW!
What a read.
So damn aware. And Marv is low enough. Tiniest amount of chip damage will do it. Round to the side. That's a bit overkill with a shot to the cranium, but it gets them the round. Necessary one.
And if NRG thought that it was going to be smooth sailing on this side after racking up all of those rounds on defense and coming into this with an 8-4 lead, they are sorely mistaken. This is now within 2.
Indeed.
Many of these chances for NRG to cleanly put FURIA away are being squandered. And it is at this point that now the NRG economy starts to get squeezed. This round that we're about to see is going to be make or break for the NRG economy. And they don't have those big ultimates to work with. They're 1 away from Crashies and somewhat close to Ethan's, but probably not going to be online this round. MW not playing as aggressive, by the way. Good adjustment from the Jet on FURIA. He's really found that discipline and patience that we've been wanting to see from him as the evolution of his game from years prior when he's been on Duelist. He's not just giving himself away as a free pick, trying to force the fight. He, in fact, is anchoring B in this round.
He's watching the funnel. Just in case it does come through. Crashies went to his ult a little bit prior. We saw that one, and now the team grouping up for a potential B hit. But really essential, I think, that they try and remove these trips, either the knife connecting or otherwise maybe some util. Drone used to clear close just in case somebody repositions into main. Here's MW chance. Missed. Here we go. A lot of util being used, lit up. MW trying to avoid it, playing inside it. There we go. Oh, lit up. Plenty of chances with the shorty. Still 2 bullets left into the chamber. He's weaving in and out, but Victor has got his eye on him. It is chaos and anarchy right now into the B side. Kills happening all over the bloody place.
Things stabilize a little, though, into a 2v2 here. And the Cypher ultimate, huge to give away information. Crashies is coming around the side.
Crashies is traded. 1 versus 1. And Liazzi It's been more than good for it. Victor,
Spike.
real chance to shine, put them up. Lovely jump spot, gets the information. Repositioned to the back of the site using the Viper wall against him. As he puts his own up though, here we go. Round to the side is Victor. Shuts it down and brings NRG to that 12th round.
Major play from Victor, who's been quietly putting up an excellent performance in, again, his first ever Cypher game. You can tell that he's put in the hours. It also seems like a suited agent for him. He's very good in these anchor positions, good in the clutch as well. NW had some chances here to make magic occur. But instead, most of the impact was happening off the back of Sova utility. Conan got 2 with like a shock dart and then a wall bang. Victor got 1 off the wall bang as well. And now we head in. NRG up to 12, looking to try and take this fight through mid this time.
NW chance. Find a cheeky pick off. And the diligence isn't there. Look at that, Ethan. Not expecting it. I believe that's one of the first times MW's played in that spot.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job of mixing things up, still managing to be dynamic and mobile whilst not always pushing on defense. That is a fake wall from Marv, making it feel like it's over towards A, when in fact, they're getting set up for the B pinch. Liazi is going to be under pressure, only a Spectre to his name.
Yeah, and Tunnel needs to be watched for as well, so the squeeze doesn't come in, but NRG hoping and praying for it now. Look at it, they've already crossed. MW's missed that one, and the dart reveals him. He's going to be pushed off this angle. Crashes is already in, walking. Behind them, Conan just not even watching it with his own gun. Liazi's still there close to the corner, only with the Spectre, 10 bullets. Anybody going to be walking into him now with 40 seconds left? He's putting a break and a pause into the play because the spike has been dropped down at the wall.
I've got to be honest with you, I think this is a save for NRG.
Now.
They're in a 2v4, they have an op, barely any money. Marv's only 50 credits, Crashy's 350. The rounds have gone back and forth. They don't have a big loss bonus. They just won the prior. So this has got to be a save. And if Furia have the confidence for it, and if they decide to push forwards as the time gets lower, these could be big rewards if you're able to take the op and the rifle out of NRG's hands.
They're keeping their own guns though, the money's low enough.
But I mean, yeah,
it is. I mean, I think it's a worthwhile though, risk to take.
You do see Liazi actually looking to go forwards because he's the player with the Guardian, right? So he's not bothered about saving that into the next round. But it looks like nobody on NRG is really going to get spotted. So they survive. Anticlimactic end, but what a map that we've got here. Furia certainly coming back into it. The second time out called by NRG.
And here we go, the heat's being turned up.
Look at these crossfires. I mean, it's such an unusual position, honestly, for Liazi to be playing in. When the attacking team has already taken tunnel control, you are pretty much screwed in that.
You're just out in the open. That's why I was talking about how important it was to just hold tunnel with the op in that spot.
But he managed to make it work.
Exactly. I mean, I thought that when the player, I think it was Crashes, crossed over and caught that timing, I thought that was going to be the end of it.
But they were too focused on archers because the recon dart just came through at that exact time from Conan. I mean, things are getting a little messy here, but I think major credit to Furia because they have found ways of being able to win on the defense side right now. You know, they're not giving away early picks. They're actually forcing NRG to come up with game plans that make sense to close these rounds out. And NRG have not actually demonstrated big execs that are functional on A or B. They're doing a lot of work in the map, trying to find picks. It's a slower approach to Breeze. And thus far, Furia are not giving them the openings. That's making it tough for NRG. Ethan is going to be getting close. After this round, he's going to have the KO ultimate. Now that could be a massive difference maker as you head towards round 24. Yeah, I think it's very, very likely that we see a 12-11 score here in favor of NRG, but only slightly.
Time ticking down. And like you said, ults to build towards, maybe Crashes as well, build towards the Hunter's Fury in this round. Hope and pray that Demon 1 might be able to find something, at least with that operator who's still got drone. Gonna be used.
It's a strange dynamic though for NRG because they want to put Demon 1 and Victor in good positions, but they don't want to lose the rifles. Right? Or the operator.
Yeah, Khalil is not giving him anything. There might be a chance, though. He's creeping onto the left angle. Guess what? Havoc is playing there. No way! What? That's barely a sliver.
Another disgustingly unfortunate moment for Havoc as he just gets drilled by that, man.
Here.
He's having a nightmare already.
Yeah.
Turning up to the tier 1 level and playing against the world champ. The top level performing player from champions.
Tough ask. MW looked like he wanted to take a nice little fight, but no, backs away now, realizing that they've lost control of halls.
And Victor's quite isolated over towards elbow here. He's going to be in the hard lurk position. But he's got that rifle.
Walking up. Crashies. Might hear that trip close, at least the cam as well. He can hear it. Yeah, they ping.
And Marv
30
just getting that
seconds
fuel
left.
back. Now they can go for a proper exec.
Just
They're
walking
still
in.
just contacting behind it. But the cam is going to see all of this.
Here it is. Util's broken. Still close to the corner, Khalil. Cage is up. Plant. Ethan. To be dissuaded away from it with any sort of
Spike
util. Just
planted.
going to let that one get off here. Khalil doesn't dodge the flash with the underhand,
Victor.
but there was no peek coming through it. There's Victor.
And now he's opened up the B side, the mid-rounding. This is the opportunity. Oh, of course, the plan.
Still close, yeah, still close to the corner though, and they're still walking a little bit wider. There it is. Lineups being used on offer, and this is when the time really starts to tick. Putting it all on the line here for FURIA. This could be the backbreaker, the round win, just based off of that alone, but the lineup's bad.
Yeah, the
Slight miss to the side, but they don't want to stick it in the moment here. Still, Conan pressing the advantage, pushing forward still.
One
Khalil,
enemy
he
remaining.
will fall hard on it, and the shot finds Hart.
Attackers win.
Wonderful finish. It's 13 to 10.
What a way to close it out. Marv with an operator, throwing his lineups and finishing things out, getting the better end of MW. But you can't say that FURIA didn't push him there. That second half was not easy. Powered by both of the pistol rounds going the way of the Brazilian squad, they've got chances in this match. And NRG still played exceptionally well. That first half with the initiator utility was almost immaculate.
Yeah, really
And yet-
starting to see that caliber shine.
And yet, you know, FURIA really showing why they should be treated with some respect. Dark Horse team pushing NRG, showing that they're able to keep up in terms of the individuals. Big performances from MW and Liazi on that map. And if Havoc wakes up and comes online and gets that experience under his belt,
I mean, that's what you mean. I mean, you've
that's
got
going to level him up.
that scoreline, close map like that with one of your players putting up, what, 2 kills in the end?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean,
and actually not the kind of map where Havoc was owning people with his supportive utility either.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, it
was
wasn't
just
really
a little slow to warm up on the stage.
Well, map 1 all done and dusted as well. Going to be taking a short break on the other side.